There is such an underrated sound design technique using standard echoes and delays that can turn a simple noise source like this into complex, rich-sounding synths like that. And every time I show this to a producer I work with in our program, they can't believe how simple it is. Now this method is called Karplus-Strong synthesis, and I'm going to show you how to make these sounds using only stock tools in Ableton Live. Now a lot of producers at the intermediate level get stuck because they stick to traditional forms of synthesis like subtractive synthesis, and they never make it beyond that stage. But once you start to open up your mind to things like additive synthesis, granular synthesis, and all these other cool methods of creating new sounds, your sound design just becomes so much more unique and characterful and interesting. Now, Karplus-Strong synthesis is a form of physical modeling synthesis that is very easy to do. And the original idea behind this was to mimic the sound of something that's happening in the real world. Hence, it's called physical modeling. So imagine this, there's like a pick hitting a guitar string and then the string is vibrating. This is a sound you can mimic with this form of synthesis. So the easiest way to get started is to simply use a noise source. Now I'm going to mute the thing I've already created and we're going to do this from scratch. So you create a new MIDI channel and you load in something like operator, and then you set operator to like a shorter, pluckier sound here and select a noise wave. So you can use the noise white, the noise duped, doesn't really matter which one you pick. So this is your noise source. So let's get some MIDI notes in. I'm just going to copy the ones from here. And this is what it currently sounds like. So in the most simple form, you just add something like an echo, and we'll set this to the time setting, which lets us dial this in milliseconds. You can also change the left and right settings a little bit to get some stereo spread. We'll increase the feedback a little bit, and we can play around with both the feedback and the time setting, and obviously the wet dry as well. And listen closely to how this changes the sound now. So we'll start with something more traditional, and then we'll go into Karplus-Strong territory. Now you notice that the delay length turns into our pitch control. So we can define higher pitches by just shortening this delay loop, this echo loop, or we lengthen the loop and make it sound pitched down. This goes back to one of the most fundamental things about sound and music, and that is that rhythm and pitch are connected, because if we delay this enough, it's just rhythm. And now it turns into pitch. Now at its core, this is oscillation. It's like a small loop playing faster and faster. Now the sound as we have it right now is not super impressive yet. So you have to do like a little bit of work to give it more character, more edge. Now here are some of the ways that I use this. So I like to use an auto filter before and set the auto filter to envelope. So this is basically following the envelope of the incoming sound and adjusting this accordingly. So listen to how this sound changes now. And you try to find a sweet spot of where the sound just locks in an interesting way. Now, a little bit of reverb rarely hurts, so you can either use the built-in reverb here, or use something external like the hybrid reverb, which I find a bit more interesting. And you can also do both, like a little bit of that and then fitting it into the hybrid reverb. Let's go for some shimmer reverb. Now what's really cool is you can add more Karplus-Strong sounds by increasing the feedback also in here. Now let's make this more interesting and add a bit of grain delay. Put this before the hybrid reverb. And once you understand that fundamental concept behind Karplus-Strong synthesis, you start to see different use cases of using delay as a way to introduce synth sounds in a lot of different methods. I'll show you something entirely different. Let's go for wavetable, and I'll just create a standard pad sound first of all. Now, to make this more interesting, you can use, for example, the shifter plugin, and also in there's a way to create Karplus-Strong similar sounds. So even though this is not like a noise source, even though there's no plucky string that you create with that, you can still use the same concept and apply it creatively. You simply go to something like this delay mode here, you can go into ring modulation, use this delay, and then set this to milliseconds and just pitch the delay quite down here, something between 20 and 100 milliseconds. And this is set to 100% wet right now, so you get full effect. So this is a very short delay, and we'll now increase the feedback here. This is how you end up with these very rich sounds. So let's put this in context. We'll bring the gain of this down a little bit. Add some erosion to make it a bit more gritty. And then you can start playing around with the fine-tuned delays until you lock into something. And at this point, harmony and exact pitch are like basically arbitrary. They don't matter anymore. It starts to get extra spicy once you start animating those sounds with LFOs. I'll just map it to the delay time here. So now you know how echo turns noise into synth sounds, but Ableton Live actually has some incredible physical modeling synths built in. So watch that video next, in which I show you which tools they are and how you can use them to create interesting sounds.